Meow meow, it's me. Look at my medal. I did it. I made it. I'm here showing you my medal. I'm a flying pig. I did flying pig. I was part of the flight of pigs for 2023. I did start to finish. I didn't stop a single time. I ran very well, like super well. I think I did really good, and I loved every second of it. So my medal is so cool. uh I'm here showing you my medal. Okay, so I have a lot to unpack about my race day. This video will be how my race went, my flying pig day. So I have all my thoughts together here from the beginning to the end. I really wanted to say that I didn't stop a single time. And the morning didn't go as planned because my significant other wasn't in the hotel, in the same hotel as me like we planned. He ended up taking another flight, so that changed a lot of what I thought would be the beginning of my day that day. What ended up happening was that I met an angel. My angel, Renee, is how I'm gonna call her. I made a buddy walking towards the starting line that day, and her name was Renee. And some of the stuff that I'm gonna share with you, I didn't know until I experienced it during the race, or because she told me as we were chit chatting on our way to Flying Pig. So Renee helped me out with a bunch of things. Like, she had ran plenty of half flying pigs before, and this was her second full flying pig day. And she told me, like, we're gonna go here for this, we're gonna get in here for the bathrooms because they're nicer than the porta potties, and we're gonna do this for this. And she was my angel Renee. So I was able to meet Renee, and one of the things that I did the day of was I got magnetic pins at the Flying Pig Expo. So the day of, I was pinning my number bibs before before dropping off my stuff at baggage claim, which is something else that I learned. And it's where the runners drop off their post run gear, so like their change of clothes, any like hydration, like uh it was like raining earlier that day, so some umbrellas were there, and your baggage claim is tied to your number bib, so you use your bib to get your baggage claim that has the same number. And magnetic pins, pinning your bib to your outfit is something that I had not practiced, and I didn't even think about doing it the day before. I would highly recommend doing that the day before and not the day of. It was okay, it was fine. My angel Renee helped me, but that's just something I learned that I'm sharing. And the baggage claim, yes. So what Flying Pig does is pig pens. So the people that run like under 3 hour marathons are in pig pen A, and then the longer that it takes you, you're on pig pen B, C, D, whatever. I was in pig pen G, and what I learned was that once it starts, all the pig pens are basically, they're just sections, but they're not tied off sections. So once it starts, everybody is walking towards the starting line, and it doesn't really stop. And I think people started out too fast, in my opinion. And these were people that were at my level at Pigpen G. And I started, and it took me less than 1 minute to realize, whoa, this is not my pace. And I slowed down, and a bunch of people passed me at the beginning. And we had rain. It rained I was hoping it wouldn't rain. It did. And rain stops no pigs. So we had rain up to halfway. Some people that were in like pig pen A, B, C definitely had different running conditions than I had because it takes me longer to get to that spot. But it was a fair amount of rain, and it was also a thunderstorm, which was kind of the craziest part of like, are they really gonna make us run in the rain? And I only saw four lightning strikes total through my race. I don't think we were ever directly underneath a thunderstorm. So the rain would kind of come and go as I went by the course. And it wasn't terrible, terrible, but I was wet. Like pretty much start to finish. I think the rain started like 3 minutes after I crossed the starting line. So it was a good amount. Like, I mean, everybody was drenched. But once we got going, I felt good, and I was worried about my headphones, and these headphones are heroes. I brought them here to show you that these headphones did not glitch on me. They did not give up on me. And you can say whatever you want about Dr. Dre's beats, but this piece of equipment has been so loyal to me. They lasted the whole race, and if it wasn't for them, I would have a different story about my race day. After I started, because they also give me, for first time marathoners, they give you a back bib that says first time marathoner. And someone, when we started, she like grabbed my shoulder. She was like, I'm sorry, this is your first experience. And she like passed me. So of course, I would rather not run in the rain, and I've kind of ran when it's like drizzling and stuff. Of course, this was my first. Excuse me, this was my first marathon. I don't really have much to compare it with. I I still loved every second. It was cleansing, like the rain. So I didn't know about the half and full split that happens, and it's really cool. About mile 7 or 8, there's a split. I didn't know that the half marathon people were gonna be with the full marathon people, so we started the same on the same day at the same time together. And around mile 8, there's a part where the half people go left and the full marathoners go right, and it does make you feel good. It makes you feel strong, like, yeah, you go left. I'm here for the whole ride. Like, take me to the right. Like, let's go. And it does feel good. I didn't know that they were gonna do that. So at the first hydration station, I didn't take um I paced myself so I would skip some hydration stations. The first one, I'm just so you can tell that this is my first marathon. Like, I I accidentally took Gatorade instead of water. I didn't realize that they had different cups, but the Gatorade ones, they have the G, and the water ones have a different design. And the first hydration station, yeah, I meant to take water, but I accidentally got a Gatorade cup. Let's talk about some of the stations that they had at Flying Pig. I don't know how many of these were with the race and how many of them were not part of the race, or I didn't even know that people could have a station independently of the race, but I think so. So one station was a bacon station where like they would actually give you bacon in a cup, and they also had a Twizzler station. They also had a greased pig station where they were handing out Vaseline in on sticks, for chafing. You know, if you were chafing, and so there was towards the end, but there was a Coors Light station, and there was towards the end also a tequila shot station. And I did not take part of in any of those, the alcohol or the food ones. I thought about taking the bacon, it's just I decided not to go off, too much. Like, yeah, I decided not to go off. I don't eat during running my long distance. I just take like energy syrups and energy syrups to replenish, and that is what I had practiced, and I had them in my fanny pack, and I had all the ones that I was going to use, and I stuck with that. However, my favorite was the pickle juice station. There was a pickle juice station towards the end. I learned that the half marathon people didn't get that. It was just for the full marathoners, and I when I was like running up towards it, I was like, should I not? Because I don't practice drinking pickle juice on my long runs, but I decided to do it because it's liquid, and I just don't like biting things during a run, but I can drink stuff. So pickle juice was my favorite. And there was, in my head, I'm calling it the Lonely Mile because we were running through the streets of Cincinnati. We were running on the highway in Cincinnati. And there's a part where it didn't have people cheering you, it didn't have any stations. Be- I think it's because it was on the highway, but there were signs on the ground. I was reading these signs, I was running past them, and I think after like six, I thought, okay, I have to stop reading them because reading is literally taking my energy. Like I could feel that reading these signs was making me tired, but I wanted to keep reading them. Um, there was one sign on like that highway part where it said, I don't know biblical stuff, but it quoted some part of the Bible, and it said something like, they'll set upon the wings and won't be weary. Something like that. And I liked it. It made me feel good. It made me feel like these are my wings and we're all flying and we are gonna do this, and I'm safe here. Like, you feel safe, you feel good. So talking about signs that people had, there's plenty more that I don't remember or missed or just whatever. There was one that said, because 26.4 would just be crazy. I like that one. And there was another one that I liked that said, smile if you peed a little. Those are the ones that stuck out to me. I'm gonna be doing this in two parts just because I have so much to unpack. So, this is part one of my flying pig day.